Stories. What stories do you tell your employees? What stories do you want your employees to tell your clients? So here's a story. This place, Las Casas Filipinas de Ecuador, it was made in a span of 21 years. It's 21 years old. And 10 of those years was the construction and the curation of all the houses, and it's a work in progress. It's been open for 10 or 11 years, which and it continues to build and create and add houses, add artworks. There are artists in this place, artisans as well. And what stories are you building? Ang galing, it's amazing what they've created here because they've brought together so many stories of the Filipinos so that it doesn't get lost in translation, or maybe it has some stories that are lost in translation, and yet there is a vision, there is an ambition to keep telling stories that will remind Filipinos of our identity, our heritage. And as a coach, one of the things that I do as a coach is help people reframe their stories, because there are stories that are helpful and there are stories that bring people down. Example, stories of fears, stories of what they cannot do, or what they can, stories of how they have failed, how the client has failed in the past. These are stories that are no longer helpful for them. And yet, a coach, a skilled coach, can ask, number one, questions, or they can also elicit stories that can help the client have a different understanding of the old story, and essentially make a new story from the history, from the memory, from the experience. Also, a coach can help create new stories by helping the client experience something new. How do we do that? Through activities, through exercises, through tasks. And that's some of the things that I will share in our upcoming Life C. It's a life coaching skills workshop. It's 2 days. It's happening this weekend, December 11 and 12. And life coaching skills can be passed on to more people so that we get to, I want you to have a glimpse into the window of your soul, into the window of coaching. I want you to have a glimpse of how things are as a life coach, how we help people discover new things, new ways of thinking and feeling for themselves. Yeah. And let the wisdom flow. You know, in this place, Las Casas Filipinas, they took some of the natural features of the landscape. For instance, this river over here, the river comes from the mountains and it ends up at the sea. So this is actually the how do you call it? Kung saan nagtatagpo ang river tsaka ang sea. And I feel coaching is much like that. It is the combination of the person's past coming together in the present so that you can create a future that is better for yourself and for your next generations. We learn so much from our parents. You know, as a coach, I've seen how the stories of the parents are passed on to the kids, some of them good and some of them not so good. And it's the coming together, it's the realizations that a person discovers during the coaching session that really drives them to make a change for themselves. I remember interviewing one of my coach friends. His name is Thad Mangalinod, and he shared how he wanted to change the story of his family. He realized how powerful, how big an impact his grandparents had on him, and therefore he wanted to do the same for his children and grandchildren, future grandchildren. He wanted to do better in his life so that he could pass on something better for his next of kin, for the relatives, for the children, the grandchildren that he will have. I'm reflecting upon this place, and wow, what a legacy Jerry Azucar has created for the next generations. Building such a huge project, such vision, and now what he needs to do is make sure that his company, the organization around this place, will be able to sustain the place and make it grow, make it thrive, so that his life's work can continue even after his life. Question: what is your life's work? And what can you do to make the biggest impact that you can during your lifetime and even after your lifetime? Friends, I've reflected upon this for so many years, and my life's work is helping people heal. And the way I am doing that is, for the past many years, doing that directly to my clients themselves, whether individual clients, corporate clients, group coaching clients, seminars, etc. And now what am I doing next? I'm passing on the skill so that more people can be empowered through the skills that I've learned in the many years that I've been practicing life coaching, so that more people can help more people heal. If you want to be part of this, consider joining us on Life C. It's a life coaching skills workshop, 2 days only, and I will be giving very solid, practical life coaching skills that you can start using if you're the owner of a company, a leader in a company, maybe you're an HR practitioner in your company, or maybe you're a friend who so many people would go to because they know that you are somebody that they can trust in a conversation. If you want to help more people heal their mindsets, their heart sets, their ways of thinking, consider joining us at Life C. Okay? There's a link at the end of this video that will help you understand what else you can get from Life C. Join us. Send me a personal message if you want to inquire about Life C, the life coaching skills workshop, the practical life coaching skills workshop, happening this weekend, December 11 and 12. We'll see you there. On behalf talaga. This is this is our Facebook Live for today, and checking in from Bataan, Las Casas, Filipinas de Acuzar. Beautiful place. If you get a chance to come over, visit, enjoy the place, discover what it was, what the Philippines was like, part of the Philippines in the 1800s, early 1900s, and yeah, all this has built up towards what the Philippines is now, and can be even better with your own contribution. God bless you. I will see you in our next video.